Hello students, welcome to Vidyaniketan. Are you ready for today's class?
Hello everyone, welcome to Vidyaniketan. Here we will study physics. Since this is the first class of this course, we will study about the syllabus. We will know the syllabus in detail of this course. So let's start. The first chapter is universe. What is universe? And we will see a basic introduction of the universe, and then we will move on to galaxies. What is a galaxy? And we will know about a few examples. We will then move on to constellations. What is a constellation? We will know the definition of a constellation, and then we will learn about a few examples. We will then move on to solar system. Here we will learn about different types of planets that are present in the solar system, and we will learn of different features of these planets. Okay, we will then study about artificial satellites, and then we will move on to exercises. We will solve questions of this chapter. Okay, and then we will move on to the next chapter. The next chapter is refraction of light. In this chapter we will study about refraction. What is refraction? We have to know what is refraction. Okay, and then we will know about how refraction occurs. We move on to the next part, that is denser and rarer medium, and we will learn about the rules of refraction. Okay, then moving on to the next part, it is effects of refraction. We will learn about the different effects of refraction in our day-to-day lives and in the surroundings we see. Then we will learn about dispersion. What is dispersion? And then we will move on to lenses. So in lenses we will learn about different types of lenses and how do they work and where are they used. After this we will move on to defects of vision. Okay, in these defects of vision we will learn about the different defects that occurs in vision and how are they corrected using lenses. Okay, and then we will move on to exercise. We will solve questions of this chapter, and then we will move on to the next chapter. It is heat. The next chapter is heat. In this chapter we will learn about this statement. We will understand this statement that heat is a form of energy. So after we understand this statement, we will move on to calorimetry. What is calorimetry? And then we will solve questions, solve problems regarding calorimetry. Okay. Then we will learn about change of state. We will understand this topic, and then we will learn about latent heat. What is latent heat? What is latent heat? And we will solve questions of this on this topic. Okay, solve questions on this topic and move on to the next part, next chapter, that is more about solids, liquids and gases. In this chapter we will learn about general properties of solids, liquids and gases, and then we will learn about the surface of liquid. We will study the surface of liquid, and then we will learn about transfer of heat, different modes of transfer, and then we will learn about pressure. What is pressure? And we will then move on to Archimedes principle. So what is Archimedes principle? And we will learn how we will solve questions and problems related to Archimedes principle. Okay, then we will move on to the exercise part of this chapter, and we will learn we will solve few questions that we may face, that may come in the exam, and we will move on to the next chapter. The next chapter is more about energy. Okay, so in this chapter we will learn about sources of energy and different types of energy, and we will then study the management of energy, how we will manage energy, manage the use of energy. Okay, we will then solve few questions and move on to the next chapter. The next chapter is static electricity. In static electricity we will learn about what is static electricity. At first we will learn that and then we will move on to, we will start from basics, that is atoms. We will learn about atoms, and then what is charges, what are charges, and then we will learn about electricity. We will then study charging of a body, and then we will study comparing charges, and then we will move on to lightning. What is lightning, and how can we how does this occur, how lightning occurs, and we will move on to exercise. So in exercise portion we will solve questions of this chapter, of this static electricity, and then we will move on to the next chapter. Next chapter is magnetism and electricity. Okay. So in magnetism and electricity we will learn what is magnetism and what is electricity. Right. So in this chapter we will first start with magnets and their properties. What are magnets? Okay. What are magnets and their properties? Then we will learn that Earth's magnetic field. We know that Earth behaves as a huge giant magnet. Earth is a giant magnet. Okay. Then we will learn about magnetic effect of current. We will study electromagnetic induction. Then using these concepts we will study electric generator, transformer, and electric motor. We will learn the principle on which electric generator works and transformer works and an electric motor works. Then we will solve questions of this topic. Solve questions on this topic, and then we will end this chapter. After that, we will practice questions from the overall syllabus, that for the exam. We will practice questions for exams. Okay. So, thank you for listening, and we will start with the first chapter in our next class. Thank you.